And so I saw you were kind of laughing along with this presser with those clips. He does have a great sense of comic timing. Would you say he's a colleague of yours in the world of stand-up comedy?
Trump is really funny, and it's a good contrast to when Biden used to say some nonsense and then go, no joke. And people would say, yeah, that wasn't a joke. No one thinks you're joking. I think you can tell he's got the press on their heels because the gotcha questions are getting more and more ridiculous. This, Mr. President, do you have any secret plans you can fill us in on right now? If you bomb Tehran, will you send them a save the date email first? And now you have this relationship where you can say to him, like, that's a stupid question. Why are you wasting our time with that? I like that it's such a contrast, like Guy said, that you see people moaning about why doesn't Trump do something about it? Because he hasn't taken over yet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see somebody staring at me saying, am I supposed to be here this early or what? Anyways, he's a conservative, anti-socialism, elite pizza lover, understands what forget about it means, and he's an expert on Marxism, the expert for the Dave Weinbaum Show. Please welcome Chris Adamo. And also, he is the author of Rules for Defeating Radicals.
Yeah, I had to bring my mic over here. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you great. This thing has a habit of shutting down all of a sudden. Oh, there's my book. Thank you. Sorry. A little disorganized this morning. You got me up early, Dave, and I wasn't really sure that you meant it when you said 8:40. I mean, this is kind of early, but
you know what? You're taking the rabbi's spot, basically.
Well, I hope the rabbi is doing well.
Are you okay?
The rabbi's doing well. We need to hear from him.
Well, yeah, but he was traveling today.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry, that happens about 3 or 4 times a year where he has to go and talk to.
Safe travels to him. He's definitely eyes on the ground. We need that. So
sometimes he stays at my house even.
Oh,
yeah. So I have my wife who's a Christian minister, and then I have a rabbi staying with us. It's a little weird. Let me tell you.
So I won't bring over the pepperoni pizza while he's there. I'll make you.
You know what? I got somebody gave me a the gal that cleans her house a couple times once a week, and my wife has this big sword for being a minister.
Sword of Truth. Okay, good.
The church out here that she got it from. I mean, this thing is huge. It's the Sword of Solomon, right? And one of her duties is to get Jews like me to become Christians, okay, and to believe in Jesus and all that, and it's fine. But I get a little nervous with that sword around there. So yesterday, I get something it looks like it's like a shield. It says, what does it say? The laundry room on it, right? Honey?
What?
It says the laundry room?
Yes, it does.
Yes, pretend like you're not paying attention now.
I'm sorry. I'm looking for information for your show.
This is about you. And so I try to include you on all the good and bad stuff.
Yes, the laundry room sign is great.
Yes, it's a laundry, but it looks like a big shield that I can use in case she ever gets mad at me and comes at me with this huge sword. I don't even know how she picks it up. It's so heavy. Anyways, so what do you want to talk about there, Chris?
Well, I got several things to go, but last time we spoke, you said you had several questions for me that we didn't get to, and so I thought, if you want to go through those first, otherwise I got a bunch here.
Well, Trump to Senator Warren. Pocahontas can play political games and send toothless letters, but Trump-Vance transition will continue to be held to the highest ethical legal standards possible, a standard unfamiliar to a career politician whose societal impact is
1,024th.
Yeah, 1,024th of Elon Musk's.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think of that?
Oh, I loved it. That came from Donald Trump Jr., I believe, originally. But there's something going on here, and I'm so happy that our side is handling it that way. Let me give you a totally different headline, but points to the same thing. Okay, New York's corrupt Governor Hochul, who she's a leftist Democrat. She presided over that entire fiasco, that entire just criminal endeavor of a trial there in Manhattan. And she put out a statement, I believe just yesterday, that she will consider pardoning Trump if he shows remorse. Okay, now that trial was a sham. That trial was an absolute disgrace of anything we could call justice. It was done specifically.
I would get her investigated and indicted so quick as soon as
absolutely.
Trump gets there. Number one, well, he's got other stuff to do, but you know.
Oh yeah, he's got a long list to do. You're absolutely right.
He's got to nail her butt too, because
that's the alternative. Here's the thing now. In the past, these Democrats have gotten away with this. What she is actually saying, if you read between the lines, what she's saying is we're going to get caught for the total disgrace of legality and justice that whole sham trial was. We're going to get caught. Yeah. Excuse me. But if we can get Trump to say that it was that he shows remorse, he's sorry about what he did, he'll validate the whole thing. He'll give the whole thing credence. Okay, so this is what maybe he's willing to sell his integrity for the sake of a cheap pardon. Okay, this is a desperate attempt on her part. Thankfully,
is she not looking at what Trump is doing now with the budget?
Oh yeah, she's looking at that, and believe me, she is scared to death of it. So if
they're all scared to death,
this is a desperate attempt to gain credibility, because the alternative is that if he doesn't show remorse or do something to give her sham trial credibility, then she's got to either put up or shut up. And she knows that if the actual facts of this whole situation come out, she's dead meat. She's her goose is cooked, whatever you want to say. The thing is with these people is that they will go down fighting with this kind of stuff. In the past, it has worked. If this was Jeb Bush in there or Mike Pence, this kind of thing, well, okay, I'll show remorse. I'm sorry that I did something that made you mad. Exactly. Please give me my pardon. Trump isn't doing that, and God bless him, he shouldn't do that.
He can't do that.
Right.
He couldn't mentally do it. He couldn't wrap himself around to do it.
And he shouldn't do it. That's the thing. So many of the other Republicans did.
You brought up Governor Hochul. Let's talk about Mayor Adams, who is now thinking about becoming a Republican. Why? Because he went through this. He's going through the same lawfare thing that Trump has gone through and is going through still. Although it's getting to be finding people that are going to try him is almost gone because of look what happened to Fannie yesterday.
Oh yeah, this is exactly what happens when we stand. This is if there's something we could put in, letters of fire on a piece of granite somewhere. If you stand for the truth in the face of these onslaughts will fall apart. And by the way, you can put my book up there if you want, because this is the main premise.
My guy went out. I'll get it back up.
Already.
But this is the main premise.
Rules for defeating radicals by this gentleman.
Alinsky's rules for radicals only work on those who allow it. So if they attack you with something and you go on the defensive and try to play nice and apologize, you've just validated the attack.
Remember these words: up yours. Up yours. I'm not doing it.
And they're not standing for it. And this is every issue we're facing right now. Do you know what the latest coast to coast DNC fake news narrative is right now? Is Elon Musk is running the government. Yeah. Elon Musk is the biggest threat to democracy. He's running the government. Now, tell me something. Elon Musk is encouraging people to support a president-elect who's not officially in office yet. How can any of them be running the government? What these people are actually screaming is the citizens have awakened and opened their eyes to what a bunch of scum the Democrats are, and the Democrats can't handle that. So they've got to turn it into that this is an attack on democracy, as if what we've seen from the Democrats for the last 4 years, the last 40 years, has been anything about governing with the consent of the governed. It
might have been a better move for the Democrats, who, you think they'd get it by now, to go to Trump and say, let's make a trade here. Let's get everybody on the the 616, all these people in jail. Let's get them out of there, and let's get them paid whatever it is we need to pay them.
Which you and I are paying that bill, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's true too. But no, let them pay it. I'm talking about as in them personally paying it. And maybe we could talk.
Yeah.
You know, maybe. All
Well,
right.
see,
Now,
what you're
consider.
that would be a good plan, except what you're presuming there that we've always got to recognize is not going to happen is you're presuming there's anything called good faith among the Democrats. It does not exist.
I didn't say good faith. I didn't say it was good faith. I said weaseling. It's more like weaseling out of a horrible situation that you've done to these people and you've done to this country.
Well, see, but they'd have to be honest about it.
And apologize to everybody.
Yeah, and they would have to be honest about it. They won't do that because, in their book, you listen to them. They're still pushing the idea that everything that they've been doing, everything on the budget this last week that they've been doing has been about for the good of the people. We've talked in the past about that whole FEMA disaster in North Carolina. And you know what the big deal was? If they didn't pass that stinking bloated budget earlier this week, they didn't pass that. Those poor North Carolina people weren't going to get government help. I mean, it's like you hold them up. Those people are being held up as human shields, just the way Hamas does over there in the